Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is I, Magi. You'll see me finish up this piece right here, and that's what this video is going to be about. And just some thoughts, lingering thoughts I had for my last video about fasting. And um, as I was finishing this piece, I started thinking about, and also the last piece as well, the static shock piece, which people seem to really like. I really didn't like how it started, but I like how it ended. And I started thinking about the character of God because of that. I started, so God does maybe a very similar thing in us, right? As we are sinful, God does not like sin, right? He changes our nature into something more like Him, more righteous like Him. And just so when he does not give up on us. That's another thing. He doesn't give up on us. I'm gonna just kind of stick with that notion right there, because that was a real important thing. There's a verse in the Bible. I think Paul says that he who started a good work in you will finish it, right? And so I kind of wanted to just explore this idea that Jesus, like he is a finisher. He sees things through to the end. And I think we, as disciples, or maybe disciples isn't the right word, but those who believe in Him, we are believers in Christ, and we try to take on His nature, and that's a part of the nature that I want to explore, is to finish things, but also, is to be careful with that, because it also says, someone who waters it, someone who plants a seed, and then there's someone who waters it, but it is God who gives the growth. So just to be mindful, maybe your job was just to plant the seed, and somebody else's job is to water the seed, right? But it is ultimately God who provides growth. And so I didn't like how this piece or the last piece started out. I thought they were pretty ugly. I actually wanted to give up midway through, which I think in part of it is what made it take so long to do it, because I went multiple days without drawing, because I was like, ugh, this is ugly, gross. But I just continue to work on it and continue to play around with it and the ideas behind it. It was still ultimately more fun than giving up, actually. It was actually more enjoyable to do this and not to give up than giving up and just starting something new and giving up on that within the hour. So just definitely playing with the ideas, definitely trying to what's the word? Adjust. There we go. Definitely there was a lot of adjustments that had to be made to actually make something that I actually liked. And even with the static shock piece, there was a lot of up until the very end, I really did not like it. But I said, I'm just gonna finish this. I'm just gonna finish this, because that's what God would do with me. He would finish it. And so that's the character of God right there. And I think that's a very important characteristic or nature we as people and we as artists need to carry with us, because if we don't see things to the end, we actually, well, number one, we won't improve our art skills ever. As you can see, my line art is not great, because I don't practice it, because I never see anything through to the end. I don't know how to color, and I don't know how to even put things in black and white. It's very difficult for me right now, because all I've ever done is just sketching. And so just trying to see things through to the end is a very important skill, very important attribute, human attribute, and so on. The other part I wanted to mention is, well, Let me rephrase that. So while it upgrades your physical mechanical skills, it's also I think it increases the enjoyment of the journey, because once you actually see something done at the end, you're more inclined to kind of look back and say, oh, like that was, that was cool. Like I feel more confident knowing that I finished a static piece, that I can actually do something else that I also enjoy, that I am capable of completing something. And so even though my enjoyment is to like make comic art / anime, manga art, I haven't really delved too deep into it, just because like I didn't believe in myself, right? But because, hey, I finished the static piece, colored it, did it black and white to the best of my abilities, came out better than than what was expected of me. And I do think part of that is God, right? Even this comic strip you're seeing me, I'm finishing up just like one little page, that you see me working on. It's a similar aspect of like, oh wow, like I hated this at first, but like, seeing it through to the end, like just I think that's God just kind of moving through me, making something that is enjoyable, because God gives the growth, right? God provides the growth. So because I was committed to saying, all right, I'm gonna finish this, because that is a characteristic of God. He provided some level of growth, even in the midst of the art, in the midst of doing things. He provided a level of growth and ability to finish something, to be proud of what I put my time into. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I just really wanted to talk about the characteristic of God. I hope we can all kind of lean into that aspect of Jesus, and think about that more often when we're doing something. Is this something you want to complete? Is this something you want to, well, don't even ask yourself that. Like, just say, hey, this is the norm now. To do things till completion is the norm, because that's what God does with all of us. He works with us. Paul, I think, says in Corinthians, talking about finishing a race. I think it's in Corinthians, or in Ephesians. I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. But Paul talks about finishing a race, right? That's the characteristic of God. We finish the race. We are in this faith until we die. That's when we finish this race and we ascend into heaven to be with the Lord. And it's to not give up, right? Don't give up, essentially. Just keep going, keep pushing through, even if it's uncomfortable, if it's weird, if it's ugly, you don't like it, push through. And I think that's where the greatest amount of leveling up, maybe you could say, or the greatest amount of creativity will come out of, is where you'll get the most creativity out of the most struggle. And so I just wanted to come in here, say that creativity out of the struggle. Yeah. And so that's all I have for this video. I really appreciate you guys watching it. If you like this video or these type of videos, let me know. I'm just kind of rambling about different topics or different thoughts and ideas that I have on my mind. But if you enjoy it, please leave a like, subscribe. There's more videos. There could be more videos like this coming along the way. But until then, I will see you guys in the next one. All right. Bye-bye.